Now, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes at Balloon Fiesta to get all those balloons up in the air safely. The person in charge of giving that green flag or keeping balloons on the ground is known as the Balloon Meister, and we spoke to him about his role at Fiesta.
Henry Rosenbaum, and I serve as the Balloon Meister for the ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. So the Balloon Meister coordinates all of the activities that balloon operations are centered around. So I have various teams that report up to me, and those teams would include the weather, safety, the launch, scoring officials when we have competitions, and then our landowner relations, and our propane and refueling. Ultimately, the Balloon Meister is working with the Fiesta staff and making the decisions whether to fly the balloons or put the balloons in the air, keep the green flag, or make the calls not to give the green flag and potentially do other things on the Balloon Fiesta field. Yeah, so we have our minimums, and our minimums for the surface wind is 10 knots, and 10 knots is 11.5 miles per hour. If they are exceeding that 11.5 miles per hour, then that is a no-go type of situation for us. Yeah, so our first briefing with the pilots is at 6 a.m., and we do that on the west side of the field. It's from an elevated tower, and all the pilots come there. But that briefing is where they get the current weather, the forecasted weather, and any plans for the day, if it's a competition, what type of competitions, and then any peculiarities that may involve the launch. So it just shows that, you know, we're just that. We're constantly monitoring the weather and other conditions to see what we need to make sure that we can get the balloons off safely and they can have a safe and enjoyable flight. We put millions of smiles on faces, whether they are kids to people our age to grandmas and grandpas. We put a smile on their face every day. And just to know that you're a part of that. I was fortunate I got to fly and have that experience as a pilot. But now I get to be in a position where I get to coordinate things and still bring that type of activity to the folks that come to see the balloons.